All right, you are welcome to today's personal finance class. And today we are going to talk about a topic that many people have been shying away from. And I believe that is going to give you a thorough understanding of what personal finance really means. And today we are going to talk about the psychology of money, or what people call money psychology. And I'm going to share with you few financial mindsets that evolved around money psychology. Just three or four things that will shape your understanding of what it means to develop a financial psychology. And the first thing I'm going to share with you here is that your past can determine how you feel or what you feel about money. Your past, your past life, your background, when you grew up, how you grew up can determine what you feel about money. And what does that mean? Is that some people can have poverty mindset, some people can have comfort mindset, some people can have scarcity mindset. Now, if you put three people together and say this is somebody who have poverty mindset, comfort mindset, and then scarcity mindset, and you give them 100,000 each, you will see that how they are going to spend the money, what they are going to do with the money will be different from each other because of their psychology. Number one, if you see somebody with the first person with a poverty mindset, you will see that he's going to spend based on his mindset. He's going to spend on expensive watch, expensive clothes to prove that he's not poor, to prove that he's now arrived, to show people that he's now getting money. That is a poverty mindset. But somebody from a comfort mindset will literally spend less on himself, can basically save more. They can basically also invest. You can basically spend on things that give him or her comfort. You see that now. Why the last person with a scarcity mindset will begin to spend and begin to hoard the money as though there's no money in the bank in the world anymore. You will feel like that money will be like is the last currency notes that the world will ever see because that person have a scarcity mindset. Not because of anything. Both of them have the same amount of money, but what they do with it is different from each other because of their psychology. So money psychology is very important because of how we treat money, how we see money, and how we spend and use money. And second thing I'm going to share here is that money doesn't fix habits. No, money does not uh, change people. People think money change people. You see, if you give somebody 100,000, another person another 100,000, you will see different kind of people in them. That is why people said, uh, when people get money, they become proud. That before they get money, they were so humble. But what people don't get is that those people they were never humble in the first place. It is because money never entered their hands. That's why I look as though they were humble. You see, somebody who truly have humility, money never change that mode. You see, we have people with many false humility. So because they don't have money, because there's no source at their disposal, because they don't have many things to do, that's why they took the posture of humility, not because they were actually humble. So money does not really fix those things or does not really change people. It only amplify who they really are. It's common psychology. So if you see somebody who just suddenly became rich and their attitude became changed, they become proud, they become egoistic, they become arrogant. That's who they are before they even get the money. And somebody from people that the more they get the money, the more humble they are, the more down to earth they become. It's because of that's who they really are. Money just came to amplify those things. You see that now. So money does not just fix people or change people. It only reveal who they are before they really got the money. And the third thing is lifestyle inflation. It's called mood psychology, and most of those things come from poverty mindset. You see, lifestyle inflation is what we call the Parkinson law. Parkinson law, where people upgrade phones, upgrade their rent, upgrade their lifestyle, social media pressure, looking rich while they are still poor. Is what we call lifestyle inflation, and we call it Parkinson law, whereby people who are earning, for example, who are earning 100,000, and then all their spending, all their lifestyle is around that 100,000. But the moment they increase their salary or they increase their income, or they have another stream of income that bring in extra money. Let's say the money was raised to 150,000. Instead of them to still maintain that 100,000 and keep the remaining 50,000 as maybe as saving as into investment or saving for emergency. No, what they will do, they begin to upgrade their lifestyle to meet that new financial posture they just gained. It's what we call Parkinson law. And it's a terrible mistake people do. So when you have a raise in pay or you have more higher income, don't raise your lifestyle to meet that income. And that's why many people will never get out of the web of poverty because of that Parkinson law. So when you have more money, don't raise your standard to meet the money. What you should do is to maintain that standard and use that extra income to bring in more money and so more money. Use it to make different multiple. In fact, that is where multiple stream of income literally stem from. So that you will be using money without pressure while you are still maintaining that somebody with earning 100,000 and then is living in maybe say a room and parlor, self-contained or apartment. You see that the moment the money reaches to 200,000 or 250, you will begin to live in a big mansion, a rate that almost times four or times five of his income to just match up with. People have the habit of matching up their lifestyle with what they are earning, which is very, very wrong. So what we call money psychology, it's called money psychology. It's a wrong mindset, it's a wrong psychology of money. And the third thing I want to give us is that patience beats intelligence. When it comes to building blocks of wealth, when it comes to having a lot of wealth, having building finances, patience also can beat intelligence. Slow money always wins. Slow money always wins. When it comes to build a real clean money, real wealth, you have to build it slowly upon each other. Also, compounding explain emotional balance about money. So a person who knows how to compound money, who know how to put money, then compound the money, put money, then compound the money, compound the interest, they have emotional balance about money. And the last one is comparison destroy peace. Keeping on with friends that's too high for your status, keep it kills a good money psychology. Also, all these online fake successes, they build a psychology around societal uh, finances. It brings in pressure. It brings in a lot of fake life. You see, our social media is full of people who are faking what they think they have. Everybody is wealthy online. Everybody is going to gym online. Everybody is living in an apartment online. But in the recent, those are just borrowed apartments, borrowed gadgets, borrowed cars, borrowed everything, and then people think everybody's okay. You see, that's why when you begin to compare yourself with others, it destroys your peace, it destroys your financial journey, it destroys your psychology, it destroys your mindset. So if you don't understand your peace, you will begin to compare yourself, you will begin to uh, do a lot of things that will take you out of your own straight path that you have been working through all this while. So money is a behavior under pressure. So money it create a behavioral pattern that put people under pressure, either a good pressure to grow well and stay in your lane, or a false pressure that come from comparison from people who have been making it up and down, up and down, up and down. So true mindset is is a master mindset, and then becomes so easy math becomes so easy when you have a true mindset around money. So money is not just something somebody just wake up in the morning and begin to have, except you want to gather money in another dubious way. Real money takes time. Real money is a slow process. Real money does not compare itself. Real money does not bring unnecessary pressure upon itself. So those are the things that affect our money psychology, that affect what you understand about money. And then, if you want to know, this way I will go to close it so that we can take this as a final shot. If you want to know what people understand about money, Don't ask them. Just give them money and watch what they do with it. It's a proven scientific uh, money psychology approach that shows what people know. You see, when you gather 10 people and give them 100,000 and tell them to come back after 1 month and ask them what they do with the money, you see that they will do with the money depending on their mindset, depending on the psychology. Among them, you have somebody that are going to spend all the money in buying expensive things to feel like they have arrived. Among them, you see somebody who invests the money in compound interest. Among them, you will see somebody who use the money to do business. Among them, you will see somebody who hoard the money that refuse to spend it because he will feel like he has scarcity mindset. Money going to flee away. Among them, you go to see somebody going to use the money to buy something for comforting for himself. Among them, you see somebody going to use the money and give to others. Among them, you're going to somebody that going to use the money to just do party and all of that. They are doing that 1 month you give them will give you enough statement more than 1,000 book we write, because more than them just sitting down telling you what they want to do with the money, you have given you a scientific approach to how to what they understand about money, their money psychology, their money psychology. 100,000 somebody means investment. 1,000 somebody means party time has come. That same amount somebody means this is time for me to buy everything I need. Somebody again, it means that I have to keep it, I won't spend it at all. To somebody again, it means savings. Somebody again, it means I have to invest in business. In somebody again, it means to give to others. Somebody, different people, different money psychology. So these are the things that makes people that determine people or determine who will be poor and also determine who will be rich. It's what we call money psychology. And what does that mean in simple sense? It means what you can do with money. It's simple. What you can do with money. I've seen people who say, all I just need for this business is just money, 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 money. And they found that by the time they got the money, the business does not even move, does not thrive, does not work well. It's because their psychology around money and that business is very wrong. It's very wrong. So money psychology is very important. And how to change your psychology, this extra book I'm going to give you, is to read books on finances, read books on money mindset, read books that structure your financial behavior. If you can do this very well, I'm going to tell you in the next 6 months to 1 year, if you do this, in the next 2 years, you are going to have a healthy and balanced psychology around money. And every time money enters your hand, you already know what to do with it in the right way, not in the wrong way. I believe this video I've given you a balance and a healthy mindset, especially on personal finance, as we have learned today. Do well to comment, share, and subscribe. And also, anything you don't know about finances, do well to comment it in the comment section. Then I'm going to do a video on it in my next video. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.